All right, we are up here in the attic space off the second floor. There's a nice set of pull down stairs here, and then plenty height to work with. All finished floors as well. This opening is about 23 by, it's about 60 to right here, the opening. There is a switch for a light here. However, I think that comes up to this thing, but you can see it's seen better days. That light is not coming on, so I'm assuming we're gonna have to get that functioning to pass our inspection. So unit that we're looking at, it's just a standard upflow furnace laying on its side with a real thin coil that's kind of separated out down here, sitting in its own pan, which you can see is full of water. The return is actually coming from below. Let me zoom out here. Return comes down from below, goes up. That's a 14 by 25 filter there, which that space is about 6 inches tall. Everything's hanging from these little brackets. There's one there and there's one across the back as well. I'm kind of thinking what might make sense, this is 24 inches deep, this return, is to put a 1210 box on there, just on its side. You have to cut it open a little bit more there, but that would sit, I think, pretty well. Then you can put the furnace right on that and then rehang it, adjust those chains. 4-inch, excuse me, this is a 5-inch, I believe. Now that I'm looking at it, let me grab my tape. Yeah, it's a 5-inch flue, so we'll need a forward into a 5-inch adapter. And then the coil, probably just make a pan. I'll make a pan for this section right here underneath the coil. Drain's gonna have to be redone as well. I guess we'll probably have to try and tuck that underneath of this space over here. The coil sitting right on top of the furnace. Get that PVC to go back that direction there. I can't really get a good shot on where that's going. Another thing to note is the line sets here on this supply are pushing down on this supply, and it's starting to separate. You can see that it's separating. If we could get these line sets, that weight off of that supply, and then maybe get some mastic tape and replace that section. Honestly, this whole piece right here, it's all flexible here. It's hard piped, just that section. Let me figure out what size that is, because we may be better off to just replace that all together. It's so hard to tell. Looks like an 8-inch, just an 8-inch little starter section. You know, it's about a foot, maybe 14 inches at most. Line sets will need to get rewrapped.